Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm Wellington. I'm bringing you guys another episode of the free digital comics review. I got one book I'm reviewing today. First off, I'm sorry that I didn't get this video out yesterday. You know, I usually put these out on Monday, but it was my 2-year anniversary with my girlfriend, so I decided to just let this video or put this video up on Tuesday instead of Monday. So if you watch these and you look forward to them, this is why it's coming out on a Tuesday. Anyways, the book I read today was the 1997 annual Deadpool Daredevil. Or is it Daredevil and Deadpool? Let me go to the front. It's Daredevil, Deadpool. Annual number whatever. This is written by two great writers of their respective characters, one from the past and one from the present. A little foreshadowing. And this is written mostly, but co-written by also. So it's head writer of this was Joe Kelly, who, if you know Deadpool, wrote the first Deadpool ongoing, which is considered one of the better Deadpool ongoings. And the co-writer is Mark Waid, and we of course know what he's doing on Daredevil right now. So, you know, he's been with the character, it seems, for a while at least has touched up on it before. And anyways, we got Bernard Chang on art. This might be the same artist that's on the Joe Kelly run of Deadpool. I'm not sure. I haven't really read that run, but it is considered very good. And the art in here, while very cartoony, really fits Deadpool. Doesn't fit, this kind of art doesn't fit Daredevil too much, but it is very good still. I didn't have a problem with it. It's just not the kind of art that I prefer for Daredevil. I'm used to seeing the realistic art with Daredevil. There's a lot of stories like that. Of course, the Chris Samney stuff, which is not very realistic, is wonderful, and it works perfect for the character. I don't know what it is. He's just a great artist, and he knows how to work the character and tell a story through his art. But this story was pretty cool. Of course, annual, so it's just this one big story. And this is dealing with Typhoid Mary gets loose. She was in a mental ward. She breaks out, and she goes on a killing spree, pretty much trying to get revenge on all the men in her life that have wronged her and have led her up to being or becoming Typhoid Mary. Of course, she's doing this in New York, so this is where Daredevil pretty much gets his, interest in her or interest in the case, really. And Deadpool gets in on this because he has some sort of, we find out later why he's really into it, or we find out at the end, and that's because he really wants to help Typhoid Mary. And the way that this story goes, you kind of like Deadpool at first, and he's telling a bunch of jokes, cracking wise, and doing all this other kind of stuff. You're liking Deadpool. Then there's this part where you see that Deadpool's going to betray Daredevil and his trust, and then you're like, oh, Deadpool, what are you doing? He's working with Typhoid Mary, and it seems as if he does betray his trust, and because they were working together, even though Daredevil was skeptical about it. And then at the end, you find out it was all Deadpool's plan. Everybody played into what he wanted. And this is really just to get Mary to face her own demons head on and not blame everybody else for her problems. And unexpectedly, she did kill more people than what he thought, what Deadpool had expected. And he only had expected her to go after Daredevil, so then he could have that she could have this, revelation that, she is responsible for what she's become, and maybe one day she, along with him, along with Deadpool, can, as he says, come towards the light, and not be what they like to call each other monsters and demons and all this other kind of stuff. So this was very well written. It's a long story. It's got a lot of stuff in it, very meaty, but it's great writing. It keeps you in it. The action is great in this. Deadpool throws out a lot of just jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes, and they weren't like home runs like I've seen in the Marvel Now Deadpool, but they definitely worked if you kind of put yourself in the atmosphere of the 90s, where there's a joke about what's that guy, the workout guy's name? I think it's Richard Simmons. There's a joke about him in this, so just kind of a feel for how these jokes were actually working. And so you gotta kind of put yourself in 90s pop culture to get the Deadpool jokes, but the Daredevil stuff was great in here. When I read Daredevil, I'm now getting very comfortable with seeing him being a happy-go-lucky guy, less brooding as he was in Frank Miller to Bendis to Brubaker to Smith to Bendis to Brubaker, and all this other kind of stuff. He's been very dark character. I'm used to seeing him now as a happy guy. This kind of mixes the happiness and the darkness, and this is really just, it doesn't center so much on Daredevil being, a dark character or a very happy character. It centers on him working on as a team with Deadpool, and it just throws in a lot of fun. It's a great book. If you guys can get it, definitely get your hands on it. I don't know how available it is now. I've never seen it out and about before, but I don't expect this book to be like a hot commodity or some kind of thing that everybody wants to get their hands on. So if you can snag this book, definitely recommend it. It's a fun read, cool to have in your collection. There's a lot of good moments in this. We get a lot of good moments with Blind Owl, a lot of good moments of interaction between Foggy Nelson and Weasel. It's kind of funny, their interactions where their first meeting, Foggy almost kills Weasel, or thinks that he almost kills Weasel, and then we leave off, they were hanging out, drinking, eating pizza, sleeping at, Weasel slept at Foggy's house. They were kind of just buddy-buddy, while all this other kind of, deeper stuff was going on with Daredevil and Deadpool. So it's all a good book. There's laughs, there's serious things, there's revelations, there's a bunch of good stuff that make up a great story. And, we got two good writers on it, Joe Kelly and Mark Waid, who definitely have a hold of their characters, or of the characters that are in this book. And so, yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. Future videos coming up. I'm going to do a video showing off my drawings sometime here soon, maybe Thursday. Well, I hope on Thursday I can get it out. Wednesday, tomorrow I should say. Tomorrow, be on the lookout for my Lowdown Looks video. A lot of you guys seem to be liking those videos, so of course I'm going to be sticking with it. And that's really all I got to say for this video. So anyways, I'm Wellington signing off with a Comic Lowdown, and I'll see you guys next time.